What's up, you guys? It's Dan, and I'm coming back with another video. Hey, back with another video. Shimmy, shimmy. Anywho, for those who are returning to my channel, click the like button. Comment a little something, something. Let me hear your thoughts about this case. And for those who are new subscribers, basically what I do is I channel spirit and I try to relay a message that wasn't really expressed during the time that they were here. Now, oh my god, you guys, I done did this video about 4 to 5 times yesterday, and I just restarted my phone today so I can get this video up. It was just, it was a tedious process, but I'm here now. So, basically, well, how did it come about? Well, I was looking up information that I saw from Spirit about another case, but then I saw on Oxygen that it was a link to Oxygen or something like that. And before I even got a chance to scroll up and see, which one I wanted to click, initially, I saw a slit at the bottom part of the stomach. Now, I saw the intestines kind of coming out. You could see it. And then you could see the white part over here, but I didn't know what that was. And then I'm like, how does that connect? That can't be with the other case that I just did because, the scenarios, they don't match. So, okay, fast forward, and I finally clicked the video. It's called 5 Infamous Cold Cases, and Elizabeth Short's Elizabeth Short's face was on one of the 4 pictures. And it was crazy because I was most strongly connecting with the 2 spirits that was like diagonal in the picture. This is Elizabeth's face, and this is Christian Smart. But I was like being pulled between the 2, but I saw her face appear in my visions first. And then after I realized, what happened to her, I'm like, so basically, before I even got to that part, I saw what was happening to her. And then, she calls me to do her case. Oh, that was a lot. So much. But anyway, I confused myself. That's okay, But her name was Elizabeth Short, and she liked to go by the name Betty. Spirit brought that up to me multiple times, how to refer to her name, Bette, not Betty, Bette. But she was born July 29th, 1924, and she died January 1947. And she was missing from the time of January 9th to January 15th. Now, she was only 22 years old. She was an American actress, or inspiring to be an American actress. But sadly, things happened to her. Basically, what he did was, people described him as some type of, oh my God, what's the word? Basically, he was portraying her body as if it was a piece of artwork, from, it's just how he displayed her, from washing her body and everything, clean up blood, to plucking her vaginal hairs, to taking out her uterus and her intestines. He even severed her body in half. Like, the way he severed her body was so precise, to the fact that he didn't break a bone when he cut her. That's why it was like, it has to be some type of person with experience, because he cut her at a precise location where she wouldn't break any bones. Now, let me see if I missed anything. And the crazy part is, he left her in a vacant lot. There's pictures of this everywhere, He left her in a vacant lot for a mother and a child to see. Those are the 2 people that first found her. That's crazy. And I believe their daughter was 3 years old. I hope she doesn't remember any of that, But, yeah. And 2 days after she was found, she gained the name Black Delilah. But initially, as I'm writing my everything down, I started seeing things in between and things like that. But as I was writing it down, I saw that her killer was here. Because I saw a killer here too. And I saw someone standing, but they had like a hunch in their back. And then I kept on seeing her as I was writing. I kept on seeing her holding up the number 4 concerning to the number of days she was there. Now, when I was, getting everything at first, the first things that I was seeing was stuffed organs bag, like the word stuffed organs bag. You can reverse it, bag organ stuffed. But I saw him like going like this, and he was putting it inside of what looked like a plastic bag, and it was dripping and it was heavy. But the main things that I saw was this type of circular thing in the front, and then there was other stuff on the side of it. But that's how I saw it. And I also know that he had gloves on during his time. But another thing that I want to bring up um, was yesterday when I was trying to record this video, I kept on seeing things afterwards. And I know that it took him a full day to prepare her body, wash her body. What else did I see? Oh yeah, she wants me to bring up that as well. When I was writing down that he plucked her vaginal hairs and stuff like that, she showed me her nose. It was a vision of her nose, and I saw like the long nose hairs coming out. Oh yeah, I'm getting too into it. But after I saw that he stuffed her organs in a bag, I heard his boxers. Isn't that weird? His boxers. But yeah. And then as I was writing and getting things in between, I saw the words. I kept seeing she called nigger. I kept seeing that over and over again. And then after I saw that, I saw her put her hands up to her mouth like this, and she had on white gloves as if she was sorry. Now, I want to read this part. What is it? Because here it is. So I was going back and forth with my notes, and when I was seeing that, I was seeing it as I was writing the basic information of her. And then that's when I saw the words nigger and stuff. And then I had to come back in the other pages, like on my second page, and I wrote down that I saw she looks, and then I was cut off by the words sorry about that too. And then I saw the words change speaking, and then that's when I saw her looking up at her hand and looking down and looking up really fast, and there was a note card on her hand, and there was a few phrases. It looked spaced out to me, and the bottom part was blurry. The last part, it looked like pencil writing, but it made me think she was reading a script, or she was directed to say certain things in public, just weird. All right, so since I got that out, when I was looking at the picture of her, because in all honesty, you guys, I didn't want to do her case in the first place. Because when I first saw her picture, seeing that he cut a smile into her face from her lips to her ears, I didn't want to do that. When I saw her picture, I'm like, no, thank you. And I saw that months ago. I don't even know when I saw it. It was a very long time ago. But then it's crazy how I'm directed, how everything I told you in the beginning, from oxygen to seeing the visions to finding her picture, and then finding out that was the girl I didn't want to do, and that's the girl I'm seeing visions about. But as I was looking at that, I saw the words covered mouth too, as if he covered her mouth. And I can't forget this because I saw it again. When I was recording this last time, you guys know I get things in between, but I saw her slipping backward, her feet was literally going like this. As if he had her from behind. But after I saw that he covered her mouth, I saw him, I saw someone with thick palms and he had dirty hands, and he was going like this to her. Now, it was from afar. I didn't see anything that gruesome, but you already know. And then that's when I kept on seeing, her wrist bent. The first time I saw it was her arm was, bent like this, and she was laying, face down. Then the second time I saw it, her wrist was like this, and both of her wrists looked like that. I don't know what that symbolizes, but yeah. Spirit kept on bringing that up to me as well, her twisted wrists and her twisted arms. And then, you guys, how I just told you there was two in connection, like that was diagonally across from her. But I wrote their names down on the same Word document because I wanted to like get deeper into their cases and I wanted to do Christians later. But as I was like deleting her name off of it so I can like fit everything for Elizabeth, I saw the word C's doing that too, and I saw it was weird as I saw it. I just saw her looking this way, and her eyes were like bulgy, as if she looked shocked. Um, and then also saw this as well. When I was looking at pictures of her, I also heard, I said saw this, but I also heard that there was a new movie about it, and I also saw that there was a new book published as well. And then, in thinking about how it came about, I saw the words "he seen her walk." Keep saying I saw the words. I always put it beside it if I heard it or saw it, but I heard the words "he seen her walking too," and then that's when I saw the word "she was scared too." And then that's when I saw, I don't know what her house itself looked like, but I saw what looked like an apartment building with a sidewalk in front of it. It was short and it was more wide in size. But yeah, that's how I saw it. But I saw the words "her building," and then that's when I saw the words "earn to," and then that's when I described that it looked like a multi-story home. And then right afterwards, you guys know I have to read certain things because I get things in between. But I saw what looked like she was going inside, like walking to in the street, but her thumb was up like this. And then that's when I saw like just the thumb up close, as if she was catching a taxi or a cab or something like that. Um, um, I saw the words like "walking home" and something else. And the words "close." It's weird. But then I was already like feeling a small headache during this yesterday, and I was going through like a lot yesterday. I just started feeling like sick in different ways, and I saw the words "gave headache" too, and I saw, it's crazy because I saw this in my vision. I saw myself recording, and it was like I saw myself putting my hand up to my head like this, and it was crazy because even during my reading, like as I was recording, I was feeling sick, but Spirit was acknowledging that. And then as I was thinking, God will protect me and things like that, I heard, "Stop talking to her." Just simple as that. Stop talking to her. You know? Now, when I was thinking, like, what's her main message slash point, like, you know, as I was getting everything, I'm like, okay, what's the gist of it? What does she want me to say? I saw that she was showing me a characteristic of herself, and I picked up that a lot on spirits as well. Um, Basically, what I saw was she was looking shocked, like I said, but she was looking down and her eyes were wide. She was going like this. Like she was showing me that she couldn't breathe and she was having breathing complications. Now, in the midst of it, as I was writing, thinking, what's her, and I saw the words "her singing too," but what's her main message last point? So, did she like singing or something like that? But I was curious as to why she was breathing like that. Like, did he do something to her lungs or something like that? And I saw that she had breathing problems. Like, she lived with respiratory problems all her life, you know? And then that's when I kept seeing, like, he locked her up. And in the middle of my reading yesterday, I did see chains, like handcuffs around her ankles. And as I was writing her locked up, I heard the words "he enjoyed it." And then I heard that in between as I was writing it. But as I was continuing, like, I asked her how many days, and this is like what I said before. But as I was writing that, I saw her holding four fingers up like this. I saw the words "a half." Well, the number "a half." So 4.5, you know? And then I know this is random, but I saw someone like It's this weird feeling in my nose too, but I saw someone snorting drugs, so I don't know who was related to her in the sense that, did drugs. But I kept seeing the words so long ago. And I keep seeing the words her remembered. Like I keep seeing that over and over. Like it's repeated. But I keep seeing the words so long ago and I saw the words her grave. But in the middle of it, as I was writing her grave, I was writing her and then that's when I saw the words so long ago and then that's when I finished it. But this is basically what I saw right after I saw those words. That's the tombstone that I saw, and I believe it was symbolism. But that was the tombstone that I saw. It was very small in size, but there was flowers, like how you just saw it. There was the flowers, a few of them, and they were pink. Um, there was those flowers, and they looked like wild, like they were growing wild. It looked unclean. Well, I saw the words unclean, and then that's when I saw a hand brushing like this. It was this hand, and it was a hand brushing like this, and I saw the dust going. Um, Honestly, everything that I'm saying, I would look it up for yourself if I were you. If it's important to you in that spectrum, I don't know. Some people look at my videos for entertainment, and some people actually look at my videos because they care about the person I'm reading about. But yeah, I did see that her tombstone was like unkept, and she's acknowledging that because it's important to her. Because even as I was writing down the word tombstone, I had a vision of her showing me her in a wedding dress. Now she had on a collar lace, well, a lace, a lace choker, and it was an eggshell color. Now, her dress it was fitted, but her chest wasn't showing, and everything was lace. And you could tell the multi-layer under her dress, but it looked old. It had that old color, and she had the flowers in her hand. And then that's when I heard he's in the military. But of course, I had to Google. You guys already know. I had to Google if she was really married. And then that's when I saw that she was married to a pilot named Major Matt Garden. I think that's how you say his name. He promised to marry her, but he died in India. That's sad. And when I was reading this and going over it and writing everything down, you know how they have the you just got married things on the back of their car? I saw the words got canceled. Oh, my wrist. My wrist. My wrist, my wrist, my wrist. But yeah. I almost forget because she keeps pointing me to her underarms. Sorry, she keeps pointing me about her underarms. I don't know what he did, if he like took all the hair off of certain parts of her body, but I kept on seeing her pointing under here. Um, Let me hold my phone correctly, cause the hand's gonna get numb. But yeah, after I saw that part, that's when I was telling you about the she looked sorry about that too, and the whole note in her hand thing. But then that's when I kept seeing scratches on the bottom of her feet. I saw this multiple times. Now this is something I'm gonna have to look up myself. But the scratches on the bottom of her feet. Not only did she show me it when her feet was laying down, like as if it's an autopsy picture, but then I saw like spirit lift. It's so weird how you can say this, but like a silhouette. I saw them lift up the foot and point to the bottom of their. Like I saw them lifting up their foot and point to the bottom of it, and I saw those scratches at the bottom of the feet again. But yeah, as I was writing, I see the scratches, and then that's when I saw that her lips were swollen too, and I actually saw the words lips swollen too. So I just said it, but her lips were swollen, and then that's when I saw the hole on the side of her lip right here. I don't know what that was from, but yeah. And then that's when I, like in the middle of me writing this, I kept seeing, like I saw her go like this, and she had no shirt on, but I saw her go like this, and she was pointing to this side of her back, the left side of her back. And then that's when I saw the words past lives matter. You can verse it if you want to. Matter. lives past. But yeah, I saw the words visit day, like day visits, and I saw like a whole line of old stores, like back in the day. So I don't know where she was going or something like that, but yeah. And then that's when I don't know what this was for necessarily, but I saw her telling me be prepared because I saw the words be prepared, and then I saw her lips moving, but they were moving slowly. And I kept seeing the words, like I said, I saw this again so long ago. Like I kept seeing it so long ago. And then that's when I saw the words she answered you. And then that's when, that's crazy, right? And then that's when she kept on pointing out her nipples because I saw this in the midst of me writing that as well. I couldn't ignore it. I was writing, she keeps pointing out her nipples. She keeps pointing out her nipples are dry. And then that's when I saw weeks ago. What's weeks ago? What happened within that or currently, like in today's time, that was weeks ago, or within her era that was weeks ago that, matched up. But after I saw weeks ago, I saw eyes watery, like the words eyes watery. And then I can't believe I just said that. I remember me seeing a vision of that. And then I saw the words do remove. It's just how I write certain things. I saw the words do removed. And then that's when it's hard to say this because I had to look into it myself. And he did remove her nipples. Now I saw do remove and I saw like it's hard to describe the transition, but it's like you can see it there and then you see it like removed. It's like when you're editing and you just pick up something and you move it over, it's just like that. And then you see the black hole in space of her nipple. Like that's how I saw it. It was just like being taken off, and then it was a black hole in replace of it, as if it was an empty space, or you could insert something in it. You know what I mean? Like on those Looney Tune cartoons, and they have like the black hole in the ground, and like if you walk over it, you're gonna fall in there. That's what it looked like to me. Just feelings and things, just like that's connected with this as well. Um, I did see her biting down. As I was writing, I see her biting down on, and then I saw the words teeth removed, and I also saw what looked like dentist like tools or something like that. But I don't know if she's missing teeth or what he did to her teeth. But as I was writing down, I saw her biting down on something, and it looked like a twisted up towel, and there was blood over here, and there was a yellow spot over here, and I know that she looked scared, and her eyes were watering. It's weird. I don't know why she's pointing to her ears like as if they're long or something. I just saw like a long ear. Now this is the crazy part because some things that I'm writing down, I see that spirit wants me to do things differently sometimes. But I was gonna reverse something to make it sound better to you guys, but I saw angel guidance when I was fixing it. Like I actually saw the words angel guidance. And basically what it was when I was thinking about her killer, I saw the words he was old too. Now this is the man you can actually find. I saw that he was old too, but I saw him he looked like a mixture of like he was Hispanic or like he had certain distinct features that reminded me of being a mixed race. But he had an overgrown mustache. It was very thick and it was overgrown over his lips. Now I saw this multiple times before. I saw the man with like in the beginning when I was downstairs seeing stuff, you know, and I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about things that I saw when I was downstairs. Let me just say it. I saw that she was tortured to death and it took long hours. I kept seeing that. She kept telling me it took long hours. But yeah. But I saw that man with the mustache again downstairs. I just saw his mustache. And then as I was doing my reading, I saw him again and he had a overgrown mustache over his lips. And then that's when I saw the word speaking past speaking, and then that's when I saw his followed death, death followed his, and then that's when I saw the word sick too, and then that's when I saw him wiping, like he had a tissue in his hand and he was wiping his nose. So did the murderer get sick and die? Who knows? But it's crazy because I gotta tell you this now, right? The man that was supposed to get arrested for a case looks exactly like the man I saw in my vision. Like, I was shocked when I saw that they caught a man with a mustache. I'm like, oh, that's crazy, right? But what is his name? I don't know his name anymore, but I know he's a surgeon, right? And there was all this crazy allegations about him, but he's a surgeon. And when they finally wanted to catch him, he fled to Asia. And then he had a 9-year-old son over there, and then he abandoned his son when he was 9 years old. That's crazy. And then you know it's him because his son, I don't even want to get all into it because it made me mad when I was reading about it yesterday that his son found a portfolio of his dad, and her picture was in his book at the end of it, and it was wrapped up in wood and stuff. But yeah, he found a picture, like, his dad's stuff, and then he made a book, and he made 4 books and all this other stuff. And I'm like, dang, how is the killer's son profiting off all this? You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's just weird to me. Like, but yeah. And then it's crazy because, like, the police they had mad recording things in his room when he was in America. And they did pick up him saying, like, something about woman screamed again. And he had to cover her with a pillow or something. You can really Google it for yourself to find out exactly what he said. But I saw the words, his followed death scene. A scene of death followed? Weird. But here goes my chest hurting again every time I start talking about him. Because I picked up this yesterday and it's making me mad. Because I saw that he was affecting me too. And when I was doing this yesterday, I could not breathe. Like, my chest started hurting and everything. I could not breathe. And I see he's mad too. I saw the words he's mad too just now. But whatever. I'm still gonna get it out there. But yeah. But anywho, we basically know who the killer is, and he died in 1999. I don't know what he died from, but I know he died during that time. But another thing that I was picking up was she liked her nails being manicured because I kept seeing, like, referring to her nails. I saw this multiple times. And then as I was writing that, I saw the words she liked dancing. Now, I did see him balling up his fist. And then as I was writing that down, I saw the words his removed body too. But I saw him balling up his fist and he was hitting her. And then after I finished writing that down, I heard, and she's skinny. Just like that. And she's skinny. And that's the second time Spirit referred me to her weight, because the first time it was like I don't remember exactly what I saw, but I know I was being brought back to how much she weighed. And then Spirit tells me, and she's skinny, as I'm writing that he's removing her body and everything before that. So, it makes me, like, think about how long she was there, those 4.5 days she was there. And I keep seeing that he undressed her himself. Like, the first time I saw the, like, removing something of her pants or something like that just now. But the first time was him, like, actually taking off her shoes. I saw this and they were heels. It's weird. She keeps pointing because I saw. It's so weird. It's making my toes feel weird. But I saw someone scraping underneath the toenails. I saw the words uncleaned. And before then, when I was making my video last time, you guys know I get things in between. But I saw, like, nail clippings. Spirit keeps directing me to nail clippings or the nails, because at first I saw during my video, I saw someone cleaning the nail, but it was a clump of dirt that came up from under it. It was like the motion of it. You can see it. And there was a mixture of things inside of it, but the main thing that caught my attention inside of this, like, dirt mixture with something that glistened. It looked like glass or something, or glitter. Um, she was pointing me to her long eyelashes. I keep seeing that over and over again. Her long eyelashes. And I also saw, like I said, the nail clippings, because I saw the actual nail portion like this, as if it was coming off, and it was like, a clean cut. And then that's when I saw a collection of nail clippings. That's weird. I don't know what they have connected to that, but yeah. Um, and then that's when she showed me a pattern of marks on her legs, and then that's when I was shown a house. It looked like a house. Well, basically, what I was shown was a house on grassy land, and I saw like it had a porch with one railing, and over here is the door entrance, like the where the railing ends. And it's the door entrance where the steps are, and it's like the doors open. And there's like glass faces, like there's like just objects and things on this the porch. But the main thing that Spirit directed me to was the old cars that was beside it. Now I'm also seeing that shed again that I saw last time. Anyway, let me get this out first. The the cars that was beside it, and there was grass like overgrown on the cars, overgrown on the wheel. I mean, but basically after that, I did see a shed and it was open. It was just an open door. I don't know what that means, but yeah, those patterns of marks that I saw on her legs. I don't know what they are, if they're cuts or burns, but this is what it looked like. This is her, like the inner part of her calf. I have to look into that too. And Spirit keeps directing me to her nose hairs. I have to look into that too. Oh yeah. Mm. I kept seeing her hair being yanked, and the hairline was receding up here. Like there was a more of a bald spot right here, but I kept seeing her hair being yanked. And in the middle, like in the beginning of my reading, I have to get this out. It's like I saw her hair being cut. And it's like when you have a whole clump of hair and it's hard and you're like sawing it, that's the feeling that I had in my hands. And, you know, but yeah, let me keep going. And then I saw, like, thinking about during what she endured, I saw the words during that, like the words during that during reverse it. And I saw her closing her eyes really tight. And then that's when I saw her hand frozen and a gesture like this. It was kind of like a fist. And then that's when I saw the words panties too. And then that's when I saw that he hit her nose, because I saw him swinging towards her face like he was punching towards her face. I see her going like this. I can't ignore it. I see her going like this to her earlobe. Then that's when I saw the words tattoo name long ago. So I don't know who had her name tattooed on her. It's a long tattoo on the arm on this side. And then I kept seeing Spirit directing me to the wrist tattoo that someone has. And yeah. And then that's when like it kept throwing me off, because I kept seeing like racist remarks. I saw the words nigger times back to two back times nigger. I had to reverse it, but back to nigger times. And then she kept showing me her nails. And then that's when I saw the word speak nigger too. And then that's when I saw that her body being locked up again. And then that's when I heard she was uncomfortable. And then as I was writing something else down that I'm about to read to you in a second, I heard he raped me. And then that's when, oh, make me throw up. It's so nasty. Because I remember looking into it, like what I saw. I saw her anus stretched. Basically, what I saw was the upper close portion of that area. And sometimes when Spirit shows me things gruesome like that, it's a clean vision. Like you don't see anything dirty. Like sometimes you see certain blood spotches or things like that. You don't see it dirty. But I basically saw what looked like the legs, the thighs were up, but it was like cut in half. And I saw like, the anus, but that's what I was. It was more focused on that in the vision, and then I saw it like, oh my God, the way it was stretched, it was like the surrounding area was larger, and you can actually see the hole as if she was stretched, like And then I Google it because I have to connect the dots. Obvious that she was raped, but that is a specific detail of what he was continuously doing to her. Um, I saw that her anus was dilated, and when they say it's dilated, it's 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters. That's crazy. That's crazy. But basically, what I was talking about that I got in between was, I confused myself. What I was writing down where I heard he raped me, it was loud and it was in this ear. When I heard that, I was writing down that the day of her death, like from the 9th to the 15th, is someone's birthday or a special occasion. Spirit told me to say, because I thought it was special occasion. And it's also someone's birthday or something like that. But something like that, either for someone who's watching or just someone in particular, it's someone that's close to her. So the words close family too. But in the middle of it, as I was writing, I was saying day between or of death is someone's birthday. I got in the middle, his shoes too. I saw the words his shoes too. And I saw like the two fingers taking the shoes and they were being placed by the door. Now, I really wish I could like tell you things that I saw yesterday, but some of them I can't remember honestly because things come and go so fast. That's why I say it when I get it because I don't want to lose it. But seeing different things that I like force myself to remember that, like the fact that it took hours, like it took him a whole day to wash her body, and what else? That she was tortured to death. Oh my God, Spirit just reminded me of the words. I saw the words her screams. But yeah, and I keep seeing Spirit just showed me. It's like he's covering her eyes, like the cloth is being put over her eyes, and to here it's like he's covering her eyes. I saw words with it too, and I see him like washing a knife. It's like a weird. It's a knife with grooves in it, but I see him washing it over what looks like a big sink. It's like he's turning it this way, but the rest of the image is blurry. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I keep seeing the words followed death scene. Scene of death followed. That's so weird. But can we just speak on how some people made her death photo a Halloween mask, like makeup? I have to bring that out. Like I have to point that out too, because that's certain things that people do that just amazes me sometimes. But yeah, if you guys have anything that I didn't get, I want y'all to comment or anything that y'all think of the case because I know y'all have been alive way longer than I have, and probably have been seeing things about this case that the news haven't showed that, you know, websites don't have, and just y'all opinions and certain things that y'all want me to do because this case is crazy. I'm honestly hesitating because I'm expecting to see more, but that's okay. Um, it's crazy. And then it said like she was with somebody the day before, and so I said I gotta Google it. But she was with somebody the day before, and he slept in the bed, the hotel bed, and she slept in the chair, and they left the next day, and they have proof of it because she used a hotel lobby phone or something like that. I'm like, so how did she just get missing? Like how did he didn't offer her a ride home? He didn't call her a taxi. That's just weird. And where did this guy come from? How did he find her? Is the thing I want to know. How did he find her? It's crazy. Like, and the fact that he wanted recognition for her death. Because they viewed him as a vigilante. That's the word I was trying to find earlier, vigilante. Because he was like giving the police a runaround and things like that. And it was really sickening. And then to think somebody really, they rape you repeatedly, they make you eat your own feces, they torture you. He even stuffed grass up her vagina. It's like you do all that and then you mutilate her body and then leave her on the sidewalk. She's beautiful. She's like a beautiful young woman. Like from her before pictures to what you see now, it's just crazy. It makes you want to cry. But I don't know why I just saw a random vision. That's how you know the reading's over. I saw a random vision of the baby walking and someone holding up the baby's hand, and it's like the baby has walking problems. I saw it as well, like walking problems. But I see the baby walking, and it's like the calf is inward and they have walking problems. Strange. Yeah, that's the end of my video. I would love to hear you guys' feedback, and stay tuned. Have a good night, good morning, wherever you are, and stay blessed. Cause that's why you gotta put up spiritual barriers, because this reading has honestly took a lot out of me, from the 4 minutes I was into it to feeling sick to the stomach to having to go to the bathroom, from the heat flashes to everything else, and from feeling cold. I keep seeing dog barking. Now I have to put this out there. As I was doing her reading, I kept seeing dog barking. Dog barking. I don't know. Maybe it's like things that's concerning to what happened to her and when she was like kidnapped and stuff. But dog barking. Like I really feel like they have to overlook go back to her case, because I feel like things were overlooked. Who's that dog barking? Was it a close dog? Was it a neighbor's dog? Like, who is that? It's just weird. Have a good night, good morning, wherever you are, and stay blessed. Peace.